of August 2025. A very good evening to you and welcome to Science TV Prime News, the Monday edition. My name is Chris Mololo. Our sign language interpreter is Wanja Ngede, and these are our day's top stories. DCP leader Rigathi Gachagua has accused ODM party leader Raila Odinga of misleading his supporters and using them as a bridge to join hands with the government. He claimed Odinga's recent moves were a betrayal to the trust Kenyans had placed in him, insisting that such political maneuvers only served personal interests. Speaking during a meeting with Kenyans living in South California, United States of America, Gachagua said Odinga had abandoned the genuine fight for reforms and he was instead seeking political accommodation. He told the gathering that the ODM leader's actions showed he has lost touch with the realities facing ordinary Kenyans. Gachagua further called for both Raila Odinga and President William Ruto to exit political stage in the 2027 general elections. He also urged Kenyans to embrace new leadership that will prioritize the needs of the people, saying the country could no longer afford to recycle the same faces and expect different results.
Election cycle, he has been mobilizing my cousins. The minute he gets there, he doesn't intend to be president. He has no such intention. He's not interested. He likes power, but with no responsibility. He doesn't want to take responsibility. So he creates problems. He is invited into government and starts eating. And that is why, like now, he is quiet. Because he's a very good observer of good manners. When you're on the table eating, you don't talk. So these cousins now have found their way as a family. And now all the cousins are talking the same language. So I saw Tinga the other day crying about cousins. He was crying in a funeral. Instead of mourning the late Phoebe Asio, he was mourning the loss of cousins from his grip.
Moving on, the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, and the Chief Legal Officer have been granted a final opportunity to respond in the case seeking to the prosecution of Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat over the murder of teacher and blogger Albert Ojwang. Justice Bahati Mwamuye issued the directive after lawyer Kibe Mungai told the court that the DPP's office had yet to issue any statement on the matter. The petitioners are seeking to have Lagat held accountable for Ojwang's killing. Through his lawyer, Cecil Miller, Lagat argued that the decision to prosecute lies solely with the DPP and not the court. He further maintained that he had no involvement in Ojwang's death. The High Court has extended orders prohibiting police from using tear gas, pepper spray, or water cannons on protesters sheltering in enclosed spaces until December 10th. The directive covers places such as churches, hospitals, and other sheltered areas where demonstrators may seek refuge during protests. The orders, first issued early this year, aim to protect vulnerable individuals from excessive force and harmful exposure to chemical agents. The court's extension comes amid ongoing debates on the balance between maintaining public order and safeguarding constitutional rights, with human rights groups welcoming the decision as a critical step towards preventing unnecessary harm during demonstrations. And still on the corridors of justice, the High Court has issued a conservatory order stopping the government from implementing a cabinet decision that approved the duty-free importation of 500,000 metric tons of rice. The ruling temporarily suspends the plan, which was meant to address rising food prices and boost local supply. The order will remain in effect until a case challenging the decision is heard and determined. Petitioners argue that the move would hurt local farmers by flooding the market with cheaper imports, while the government maintains that it's necessary to avert a looming shortage. Popular Mugithi singer Samuel Mushoki Ndirango, also known as Samido, has testified at the Milimani Law Courts during an inquest into the mysterious death of his nephew, Jeff Mwadhi. Mwadhi died at an apartment in Roysambu, Kasarani, under circumstances that Samido insists were not natural. He urged the court to establish the true cause of the death. The musician told the court that Mwadhi never exhibited suicidal tendencies and had never attempted to take his own life. His testimony directly challenges earlier suggestions that the death may have been self-inflicted. Samido also dismissed claims of personal rivalry with fellow musician DJ Fatso, the prime suspect in the case. He told Magistrate Rose Ndombi that they both hail from Nyandarua County, perform in the same industry, and have no reason for competition or animosity. And lastly, more than 300 intern nurses from various universities and training institutes in Nairobi have staged a protest at the Ministry of Health headquarters demanding the reinstatement of their internship letters. The interns, who had already been deployed to different hospitals for over 3 weeks, accused Health Cabinet Secretary Eden Duale of unfairly revoking their placement letters. They argued that the decision had disrupted their learning and threatened to derail their professional training. The group urged the ministry to reconsider the move, warning that prolonged delays in resolving the issue will negatively impact healthcare services and completion of their studies.
Has got no bona fide interest with the nursing profession in Kenya. And the reason why we are saying that, first of all, the government cannot waste a lot of money, one, to educate us through campus. That is one thing. Other than us, the people who also went under private sponsorship, and they have spent a lot of money. And the dignity that you could have given us as young students, it is to ensure that we receive and get our license.
The CS said that we have been revoked as a result of being not officially graduated. And with me here, I have evidence to show that I was awarded a degree by my university. If you can zoom. I have underlined the part where I was awarded a degree by the University Senate. The CS said I am not. So I have brought evidence, and we have also written a petition.
You may come, Papa, from last week, and you're not going to tire. We're going to be here until the reinstatement, because even before, graduation has never been a prerequisite for internship. The guideline says, as he said, as long as you're done with your school, you are approved by your Senate, you are eligible for internship. So we are here.
Well, with those news updates, let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll tell you what's happening in the world of sports. Keep watching. We will be back shortly.